Hello friends, this is Math Magic by Manjunath. Just already I have completed 8.1 exercise and introductions to comparing quantities also, and whatever sums are there in 8.1 exercise, all the questions I have explained. And today I brought another exercise that is 8.2 on comparing quantities. If you have not watched previous video, please go and watch that video, then come to this again this exercise, and please watch the full video. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe and share this to your friends. And if you have any doubt, you can comment it. If you like to do, please press the like button. Right? Let me go to the exercise number 8.2. In this question, just first question is that a man got 10% increase in his salary. Try to understand. A man got a 10% increase in his salary. It means 10% means how much? So that 10% means that is out of 100 rupees his salary is there, means he got 10%. 10 rupees. 10 rupees means now here if his new salary is rupees 1,54,000, find his original salary. We don't know his original salary, but we know how much increment he got. So he has given his new salary. So without formula we are going to do that. There is no need of memorizing formula and everything. Right? Here in this exercise so many problems are there. There are 11 problems are there. Just I am going to explain you people without remembering any formulas, but general ways. So let me continue this question. As you can see the solution, let me explain here what this means. A person got 10% increase in his salary. 10% means, as I said, this is 100 rupees means 10 rupees increases. So without formula, I am going to explain how to do it. Right? So again, whatever I am explaining, you apply the formula also, you will get the same answer. Let me explain first two things I will take. Before increment and after increment. So let me take here before increment and this is after increment. Right? Let me explain before increment and after increment. Suppose before increment his salary is rupees 100. Before increment his salary is rupees 100. After increment he will get rupees 110. 110 rupees. Right? So now here is new salary. New salary means it is after increment. This after increment it will become 1,54,000 rupees means what is his original salary. So before in the sense it is original salary, right? So that we don't know. Let me take this as x. So let us cross multiply. Again this is x into 110. X into 110 and this is equal to 100 into 1,54,000 rupees. So this x is equal to 100 into 1,54,000 rupees. This multiplication 110 goes to that side, it will become division 110. Let me cancel 1 0 1 0. This is 11 1s 11, 11 1s 11, and 15 is there, 11 left taken away means 4, that means it will become 44. 44 means 11 4s are 44. So now x is equal to, let us say this is 10 into and this is 14,000. 10 into 14,000 multiply, that is 14,000. 10 into it means it is 1,40,000 rupees. So therefore his original salary was rupees 1,40,000. Therefore his original salary was rupees 1,44,000. Means this is before increment his salary. So after increment his salary is 1,54,000. So this is the way we can do without using formula. And we will use this is before increment and after increment like that. And even you can take the formula also. In that formula also we will write that is 10% plus of 100 is divided by that original salary total new salary like that. But also we will get the same answer. So let us go to the second question. So let me continue the second question as it is. Let us see the one more problem which I brought in front of you people. On Sunday, 845 people went to the zoo. 845 people went to the zoo on Sunday, right? Because obviously it is Sunday. right? Holiday, many people will go. And next, on Monday, only 169 people went. As we know that, so Monday means it is a working day, very few people, that also after 4 o'clock their job they will go. So 169 people went. So what is the percent decrease in the people visiting the zoo on Monday? So how much percent the people have decreased? Hello friends, this is exercise number 8.2 Math Magic by Manjunath. Just I am explaining second question. Already previous video I have explained first question. And let us see the second question. On Sunday 845 people went to zoo. Right? Because as we know that it is a Sunday holiday for everyone. Sunday is a fun day. So maximum people visited to the zoo. And what happened on Monday? On Monday only 169 people went. Only 169 because obviously it is a Monday, it is working day for all. Again on Sunday they have taken rest and Monday they have to go for a work. Only very few people, 169 people went. So what is the percent decrease in the people visiting the zoo on Monday? So we have to find out the decrease percent. So decrease percent means just I am taking a formula because this formula already which people have learnt in the 7th standard comparing quantities chapter. That formula I am applying. The formula is that percent decrease percent is equal to, so amount change divided by original amount into 100. By taking that formula we can do that. Okay, let us see that one solution. So how many people? So number of people visited zoo on Sunday. This is equal to 845. So same number of people visited zoo on Monday. So that is only 169 people. So how many people have been decreased? That we need to identify. So number of people decreased. This is equal to, so let us do minus, we will get that is 15 minus 9 is 6 and 13 minus 6 is 7 and this is 7 minus 676. So 676 people have been decreased comparing Sunday to Monday. Means I don't want how many people decreased, I want this in percentage. Right? So let me take percentage. As we can see that as I told earlier, we can have to identify percentage in previous video also. Like that also by taking that formula also we can do. Okay, that I will show you alternative solution. Let us take this one. So that is decrease percent is equal to amount change divided by original amount into 100. So this amount change on comparing Sunday to Monday, they have changed 676 people. This divided by original amount. Original in the sense on Sunday how many people were there? That is 845 people into 100. Right? So this can be identified like this. Now we need to divide the numbers, then finally it is, let us take that is 5 2s are 10, then 0 as it is. This is 5 1s are 5, 5 6s are 30, 5 6s are 30 means it is 5 9s are 45. Right? This is 169 1s are 169, 4s are 676. So this is equal to 24s are 80. So 80% of people have been decreased on comparing Sunday to Monday. So this is our answer. How we can identify? As I said, without formula also we can do by finding percentage method. So percentage method, previously I told you people how to identify percentage. You take the example of your class marks. So total marks you will take in the denominator, how many marks secured in the numerator, then you will multiply by 100. So let me take same it is. So total number of people is 876. Sorry, 845. And number of people, what? How many people decreased? That is 676. Multiply by 100. Again it is same like this only. Whether you can use formula method or you can use percentage method, you will also get the both answer. Whatever method you follow, you will get the same answer. That is, therefore, 80% of people decreased. 80% of people decreased visiting the zoo on Monday. Decreased visiting the zoo on Monday. So this is how we can. Please, you have to watch the full video. Then only you are going to understand. This is the method. How can it be done by formula method also and alternative method also. So let me take the another question. That is question number 3. So let us see in this question what he has given and what he is asking. Question given is different and asking is different. Because try to understand the question, read question clearly. Then only you are going to understand the answer. Right. So a shopkeeper buys 80 articles for rupees 2,400. So he has purchased, means it is cost price of 80 articles, it is 2,400, and sells them for a profit of 16%. He is selling profit of 16% and find the selling price of one article. He is asking selling price of one article, but he has given cost price of 80 articles. So we have to find the cost price of one article, then he has given profit percent, then we can find the selling price of one article. Right? So let us find first solution, that is CP of 80 articles, that is CP of 80 articles is equal to rupees 2,400, then that is CP of one article. This can be identified by dividing, that is rupees 2,400 divided by 80. So this is equal to 0, 0 cancel, 8 3 is 24. This is cost price of one article is rupees 30. Cost price of one article is rupees 30. So now we have to find the selling price of the article. Right? So cost price and selling price, as I said, without doing formula, without taking formula, how can it be done? So both answer you will get using formula also, without using formula also same. So let me take here first CP of, let us think first. Let us think CP of one article is rupees 100, means SP of one article is rupees 116. Why? Because he is selling a profit of 16%. By taking percent, we have to take it 100 rupees he is purchasing, means he is selling it to 116 rupees, because 16% is profit. If it is loss, means we have to subtract in 100, we will get the answer. Let me take, this is CP and SP. If CP of one article is rupees 100, SP will be 116. Right? So now we know that is cost price of one article is rupees 30. Selling price of the one article is don't know. Don't know means again we need to cross multiply. That is x into 100 is equal to 30 into 116. So this x is equal to 30 into 116 divided by 100. 1 0 1 0 cancel. Right? So now 116 into 3. 3 6 are 18. Carry 1, 3 1 is 3 plus 1 4. This is 348 divided by 10. This 1 0 is there, divided by 10 means it will become 34.8. So this is how we can do the answer without doing formula. Right? So this is selling price of one article is 34.8. Therefore, selling price of one article is rupees 34.8. So this is without formula method. Let me show you with formula method how can it be done. With formula I am taking. So with formula, so selling price can be identified by taking one formula. That formula is SP is equal to 100 plus profit percent divided by 100 into CP. So this is the formula. This is the formula identified SP when profit percent has been given. So this SP is equal to, this is 100 plus 16 divided by 100 into CP is how much? CP of one article is 30. So this is equal to 116 divided by 100 into 30, which is same equals to this one. You can see 30 into 116 by 100, 30 into 116 by 100, same. So this is equal to 0, 0 cancel, 116 3 is 348 divided by 10. This can be written as one number after decimal point, so it will become 34.8. So both the methods I have shown you people, whichever method you feel easy, that method you can follow. For both the methods you will get the marks. Right? So please watch the full video one more time. I am telling you are going to understand. If you are not understanding, repeat the video again and again. You have to watch until and unless you get the answer. Thank you. Have a nice day. Hello friends, this is another question, that is a comparing quantities, exercise number 8.2, fourth question. Already 3 questions I have explained in previous video. If you have not watched, please watch that and then come to this question, because each questions are interrelated to each other. So if you have not subscribed this channel, please subscribe. This is Math Magic by Manjunath. So I am taking class 8 standard, comparing quantities, exercise number 8.2, fourth question. Let me explain first what is that question meaning. So try to understand, whenever we people are solving the question, first we need to understand meaning of that question and what he has given and what we need to identify. Right? So in this question, cost price of an article he has given rupees 15,500. So 15,500 rupees he has given, and it is rupees 450 were spent on its repair. Try to understand, students. Here one important term is there that we need to remember. Here whatever things you people have purchased, it is called cost price, and whatever you people are spending on its repair, so that also comes under cost price, but this is called overhead expenses or overhead charges. The term is overhead expenses. Try to understand overhead charges, which you people take the article on its repair. If you spend it, it will become overhead charges or overhead expenses. Now, if it is sold for a profit of 15%, find the selling price of the article. That article you have purchased for rupees 15,500 and rupees 450 you people spent on its repair, and afterwards that article you people are selling it at the profit of 15%. You people are selling it 15% means how much of that selling price. So that let us identify the selling price of that article. This is equal to, let us see, that is CP of article is equal to rupees 15,500, and amount spent on its repair. Amount spent on its repair is equal to rupees 450. Then this total CP, it will become 15,950 rupees. This is total cost price. Okay, so now they are selling it to 15% profit, which is just, let me take cost price, and here selling price, cost price and selling price. This one whatever I am teaching, just you have to take it for 100 first, then whatever he has given next. So let me take cost price of an article is rupees 100 before it is, right? If we are calculating this for per 100, that is percentage. So cost price is 100, means selling price it will become 150. Why? Because he is selling it at profit of 15%. Right? So now cost price is 15,950 rupees, means selling price is how much? We don't know. Let us take it as X. So now let us cross multiply. This is also called unitary method. So if you follow unitary method, then also we will get the answer, that is X into 100 is equal to rupees. So this is rupees 15,950 into 150. So now this X is equal to rupees 15,950 into 115 divided by 100. Okay. So now let us cancel this 1 0, that is 5 2s are 10, 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15. So let us multiply, that is 1,595 into 23. This is 3 5s are 15, carry 1, 3 9s are 27, plus 1 28, 3 5s are 15, 16 17, carry 1, 3 1s are 3 1 plus 4. This is 2 5s are 10, 2 9s are 18, plus 1 19, carry 1, 2 5s are 10, plus 1 11, carry 1, 2 1s are 2 plus 1 3. So this is 5, 8, 9 plus 7 16, carry 1, 4 plus 5 6, and this is 3. So this x is equal to, this will become 36,685 rupees divided by 2. This is equal to, let us divide, what it will come the answer, that is 2 1s are 2, 2 8s are 16, 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4, and 2 5s are 10. So therefore selling price of that article, therefore selling price of the article is rupees 18,342.5. So this is the selling price of the article. How can we identify? By doing this easy method. So let us see alternative method. As I said, we can identify selling price. Formula is there, that is 100 plus profit percent divided by 100 into CP. This is equal to 100 means 100, that is 15 divided by 100 into 15,950. This is equal to 100. 15 by 100 into 15,950. This and this now both are same. You follow the procedure, then you will get the answer. So this is the formula method and this is the alternative method. So this is the fourth question. Now let me go to the fifth question. So now let us see in this fifth question. Many of the students, they make mistake this question because they won't understand the concept of this question, right? So because of that reason, just I brought you in front of this video. Please, if you are not subscribed, please subscribe and watch it and share it as much as possible. So let me explain this question the easy method. So whatever questions today I am explaining, maximum questions are on of easy method. No worry, no formula, nothing. Both the methods I am explaining, you can apply the both the methods. Any one method you can do in the exam, right? So in this question, a TV and VCR bought for rupees 8,000 each. Okay, so let me consider here, make part. Let me take part. So one side let me take for TV and another side let me take for VCR. No problem, VCR this side, TV that side, vice versa, you can do that. So now they bought both for rupees 8,000 each. So both the CP is equal to rupees 8,000 and here CP is equal to also rupees 8,000 because he has given each, right? And the shopkeeper made a loss of 4% on VCR. VCR what happened? That is loss happened. How much? That is loss is equal to 4% and 8% what happened? Profit of 8%, that is equal to on TV. So now he is asking, find the gain or loss percent on the whole transaction. Whole transaction is how much? Let us identify the whole transaction. Then we come to know that whether it is gain percent or loss percent. Okay, let me explain you this one by taking my method as it is. That one just to take, this is CP and SP and this is CP and SP, right? So let us see cost price. So cost price is, if it is 100, then selling price will be 108 rupees here because this is profit of 8%. And here cost price is rupees 100 means here selling price it will be 96 rupees because here loss is 4%. Means per 100 4 rupees means if he purchase 100 rupees means he should sell it for 96 rupees only. So now here cost price is 8,000 rupees. Then selling price we don't know, that is x, cross multiply. This is cost price is 8 rupees and selling price we don't know, that is 100. Now x into 100 is equal to 8,000 into 108. So this x is equal to 8,000 into 108 divided by 100. So 10 10 cancel, 20 20 cancel. This x is equal to 80 into 108, that is, let us consider 8 8s are 64, then 8 1s are 8, this 0 as it is. So here X means we have considered selling price, therefore SP is equal to rupees 8,640. It means selling price of TV will become this much. Now let us take this side, X into 100, this is equal to 8,000 into 96. X is equal to 8,000 into 96, multiplication 100, take to that side, it will become division 100. 1 0 1 0 2 0 2 0 cancel, this X is equal to multiply 8 6 are 48, this 0 as it is, 48 means carry 4, 8 9 is 72 plus 4 76. Therefore selling price of VCR is 7,680. Now we have to identify whole transaction. This is total SP we need to find. So let me take, this is total SP. Total SP is equal to this one, total SP 8,640 plus, and this is 7,680. So this both we need to add, this it will become 16,320 rupees what? Total selling price. Now total cost price is both the articles, both it is 8,000 rupees each. 8,000 plus 8,000 is equal to 16,000 rupees. Right? Now let us compare cost price and selling price. As we know that here selling price is more. Selling price is more means always we will get a profit, and it is also called as gain. So that is gain percent. Gain is equal to, that is SP minus CP. SP 16,320 and CP is 16,000. This is equal to 320 rupees. What happened? Gain. That is profit. But we want profit or loss percent. We know that we got gain, that is gain percent. We have to identify now. So that gain percent can be identified is equal to, gain percent is equal to gain divided by CP into 100. This gain is 320 and CP is 16,000 into 100. 1 0 1 0 2 0 2 0 3 0 3 0 cancel. This is 16 1 is 16, 16 2s are. So 2% what happened? Gain happened on the whole transaction. Therefore 2% gain on the whole transaction. So this is how can we do by easy method. If you take formula method also, you will get the same answer. Doesn't matter whatever you are doing, but also finally you will get the formula method. If you are doing this, finally this only you will get. Formula method you will be doing this, finally you will get this answer. Again finally this answer, again we have to follow this procedure. We will get the final answer. So these are 5 questions I have explained. So please try to understand whatever question we have given. That question you need to understand first. What he has given, take that one. What we have to identify, find that one. Finally, what we have to find out, find this one. This is the step-by-step procedure. If you follow this mathematics is very easy. Thank you. Have a nice day. This is Math Magic by Manjuna.